Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Ruslina and let me introduce amazing people behind this work. So my group member is Darsini, Nur Atira, Umi Diana and Azalina. So for today we will present our study relate to financial literacy app integrate with IoT wearables adoption level among students. First, title and relevance of the study. This study focuses on the use of financial application with IoT device among students. For example, bank applications such as CIMB Bank that make it easier for students to make payment or receive money from their parent even when they are far away. IoT wearables such as smartphone and smartwatch allow students to manage their finance more easily and be more aware of their spending. Second is background of IoT in finance. IoT is a network of smart devices such as phone and watch that are connected to the internet. This technology helps with financial matters such as checking account balance, transferring money, and bill payment reminder. The IoT concept was introduced in 1999 by Kevin Ashton. With IoT, students can access financial information faster, receive transaction notification, and learn to manage their finance more efficiently. The three main objectives of the study: measure the level of student understanding of financial literacy, identify how students manage daily expenses and check balance, and analyze how IoT affects student attitude in managing finance.
In this literature review, we explore how the Internet of Things, also known as IoT, plays a vital role in helping students manage their personal finance. Smartwatch and mobile applications are among the tools that enable students to track their spending, saving, and budgeting in real time. A study by Jaswal, Mishra, and Ahmad, published in the year 2024, found that students benefit from real-time notification, which help them control their daily budget and develop more disciplined spending habit. This device not only offer financial tracking but also act as continuous learning tools that adapt to user behavior. Meanwhile, Hossein studies conducted in the year 2020 focused on Malaysia University students and found that the use digital tools such as e-wallet and mobile banking application lead to higher level of financial confidence. This indicates that local students are increasingly comfortable with digital financial technology. Moreover, the integration of digital payments on campus such as free payment and cashless cafeterias reflect that students are ready to adopt more advanced technologies like IoT wearables. So there are several theories and concepts support this finding. First, the technology acceptance model, often abbreviated as TAM, suggests that students are more likely to adopt financial technology if they find it useful and easy to use. This explains the growing acceptance of tools like smartwatch and financial apps. Next, the nudge theory by Taylor and Sustin, introduced in the year 2008, showed that small prompts or reminders, such as spending alert, can influence behavior in a positive and consistent way. This digital nudge helps students stay within their budget and avoid unnecessary expenses. The concept of self-monitoring also plays a key role. By having access to their financial statistics daily, students become more aware and disciplined in managing their money. Additionally, the use of gamification such as reward or achievement for saving increase engagement and interest in financial literacy. However, there are challenges. The high cost of IoT devices may limit accessibility for many students. Data security and a lack of awareness regarding digital ethics are also significant concerns. To address this issue, it is recommended that universities collaborate with financial institutions to provide subsidies and offer training on cybersecurity and responsible digital usage. Overall, both studies offer a strong foundation for further research on the adoption of IoT wearables in improving student financial literacy.
My name is Naatira binti Muhammad Mumtazah and I would like to talk about methodology. For this study, we use a mixed method approach combining both quantitative and qualitative data. We distributed a structured Google form with 5 Likert scale questions and 2 open-ended questions to better understand students' interaction with IoT-based financial apps. The sample involved 40 students from class 22D selected through convenient sampling due to easy access. The questionnaire was distributed online through WhatsApp and direct messages to ensure faster response. In terms of analysis, we use descriptive statistics to interpret quantitative data and thematic analysis for the open-ended responses. However, the study has a few limitations, mainly the small sample size, reliance on self-reported data, and limited generalizability beyond our class group. Still, it provides valuable preliminary insights into students' behavior and IoT adoption in financial management. From the data analysis, we use SPSS to process all responses from the questionnaire. The result were measured using descriptive statistics, specifically mean, median, and mode, to understand overall trends among students. For example, question 1 had a mean of 4.13, showing that most students were quite familiar, while question 2 on how often students use financial apps had a mean of 3.85 and a median of 4, which means frequent usage is common. For question 3 about whether IoT helps with budgeting and saving, the mean was 4.20, showing strong agreement. For question 4 and 5, which cover likelihood of adoption and confidence in using the tech, also had height means around 4.1 to 4.2, suggesting positive attitude. Meanwhile, question 6 and 7, which were open-ended, were coded numerically. Their means were lower around 2.3 for question 6 and 2.9 for question 7, showing more varied opinions, especially on challenges like privacy, screen size, and internet issues.
Now we will be discussing our finding and analysis on student perception of IoT wearable device and their potential use with financial applications. This section presents and discusses the SPSS analysis of our survey result. We had a total 40 respondents participate in this our survey. Our discussion will be incorporate this statistic in reference from respondent teams and relevant literature to provide a comprehensive overview of the data. Let's start with our first question. How familiar are you with IoT wearable device and their potential use beyond health tracking? As you can see from the data, most respondents are quite familiar. A study 70% of respondents characterize themselves as familiar with this technology and its functionality beyond health monitoring. The mean score for familiarity came in 4.13, where 5 represent super familiar. The model response was very familiar. This high level of familiarity, even for users unrelated to health, aligned with the early majority pace of diffusion in our survey community, as successed by Roger diffusion of innovation DOI theory. Moving on to question 2. How frequently do you use financial app on your mobile device or wearable device in your daily life, on your smartphone or IoT wearable device in your daily routine as a student? The data indicate a general trend of moderated to fair high engagement. The mean frequency of users was 3.85 out of 5. The most common response or mode was 4, suggesting that the majority of respondents regularly use this type of application. Notably, only 5% of students report never using a financial app. Furthermore, 70% of respondents use financial app frequently, indicate a normalizing of this tool for financial management in their daily life. The high level of self-report use can be explained by the users and gratification theory, which that people actively choose media, in this case mobile financial app, to fulfill specific goals or needs. For students, this gratification like include budgeting, expenses tracking, savings for tuition, and receiving reminder, all essential for their everyday life. For question 3, we asked to what extent do you agree that IoT wearable device can help students develop better financial habits such as budgeting, saving, and tracking expenses. Overall, respondents demonstrate a very positive view of the technology. The majority of students, an overwhelming 85%, agree or that wearable can assist while tracking, saving, and budgeting better. This was further supported by relative high mean of 4.20% on the agreement scale, with agree being the frequent mode. Our fourth question explores how likely would you be to adopt and regularly use a financial literature app that is connected to your wearable device, if it was user-friendly, secure, and provide useful financial tips or alerts. The results show respondents are very motivated to adopt such as an app under this favorable condition. This shows 72.5% of students indicate they would be likely to adopt and use a wearable connected financial literacy app. The average likelihood score was over 4.10, and the most common response was very likely, verified by mean of 5. The positive response strongly demonstrates of the technology acceptance model, TAM, especially perceived usefulness, PU, and perceived ease of use. Next, for question 5, we ask how confident are you in using technology, such as mobile apps or wearable, to manage your personal finance as a student? The response suggests that our participants are quite confident in this area. The overwhelming majority of participants show 85%, indicate they were comfortable using technology for managing their money. This is further supported by a statistically significant mean score of 4.20 and being the most frequent mode. This demonstrates a high degree of confidence in their own competency regarding digital financial management method. This high level of confidence explicitly supports the concept of self-efficiency from social cognitive theory, which is key predictive factor in technology acceptance model. For question 6, we inquire, in your opinion, what feature or benefit will you make a financial literature app on a wearable device attractive or useful for university students like you? Students primarily mentioned 2 features. The most common benefit sits by 45% of respondents was the ability to manage finance correctly. This highlights a real need for tools that help with proper budgeting, saving, and expenses tracking. The second most popular respondent from 42.5% of respondents was the need for the app accessibility can access everywhere, emphasizes the need for easily and quickly available financial know and resource. This response strongly supports the description of performance expectancy (PE) and effort expectancy (EE) as well as perceived usefulness (PU). Finally, for question 7, we ask what potential challenge or concern might prevent you or other students from using financial app or wearable device. Students express security and functional concern as the main reason not to use this app. A significant 32.5% of students note privacy and security concern as a primary issue, understanding the importance of the data protection for sensitive financial information. Other notable issues include internet connections problems at 20% and small screen size at 17.5%. This concerns with the construct of perceived risk in extended technology acceptance model. The high level of anxiety over privacy and security indicate a very perceived risk to financial and personal data. Additionally, internet connection and small screen size factor into perceived effort expectancy and performance risk, raising a question about easy to use and reliability. To increase the potential for use and elevate this concern, producers of wearable financial applications should develop robust security tools, clearly state their data protection principle, ensure reliable connectivity, and design for small screen interface.
Conclusion. The study showed that students have a high level of acceptance of the use of IoT-based financial technology, such as banking application via smartwatch and smartphone. Over 40 student interviews show awareness and confidence in using applications such as IMB Bank and Bank Islam to manage daily finance, such as checking balance, setting budget, and receiving expenses notification. Students are willing to use applications connected to wearable device as long as they are safe, easy to use, and beneficial. However, there are concerns about data security, privacy, unstable internet connection, and small screen size. The important elements that can effectively increase the use of this application are financial education, self-monitoring, and cybersecurity. In addition, this technology can help reduce digital device, especially for rural and low-income students, with support from institutions such as university and government in the form of device subsidy and digital training. In conclusion, IoT-based financial technology has the potential to increase financial ethical and ethical financial practice among students if supported by educated access, security, and education.